Menschen sind schlichtweg nicht dafür geschaffen, auf der Reiseflughöhe einer 747 zu funktionieren. Unsere Körper würden buchstäblich sterben. Die Frage ist also, kriegen wir euch rauf und wieder runter, bevor das passiert?
In 1996 you filmed the IMAX movie on the mountain and you refused to shoot any footage of the disaster. So now you're co-producing and consulting Everest. What has changed and what has attracted you hopping onto this project?
Well, 1996 was a really big year in my life, and for those other climbers who were members of the team. We set out to make an IMAX film, to be the first with an IMAX film on the summit of Everest. I was the co-director of the film and the leader of the expedition and the cinematographer. We just did not expect to end up with the story we ended up with. It was we thought we were going to climb Everest like we had before, many of us, clear skies, some wind, go home, no frostbite, and then came that violent and, you know, unbelievably ferocious and unexpected storm.
Da oben sitzen Leute fest und der Sturm wird schlimmer.
Wir haben ein Problem. Die Flaschen sind leer, Doc.
And the IMAX film, it was not possible to bring yourself emotionally to want to point that big camera at people descending from that terrible event. Some of them maimed and frostbitten and traumatized. Now, in 2002, because I was a part of that event and a Himalayan filmmaker, Working Title Films hired me as a consultant. And then I became a co-producer, and I had many other roles in the film. And so it's been 13 years getting the film to here.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch! Willkommen! Danke, Lopsi. Du hast es geschafft!
What this film has allowed me to be a part of this in this big process is to tell a story about what happened and show that mountain in all its glory and all its violence in a way that just wasn't possible with a 40-minute IMAX film.
Hey, wie geht's? Ich bin Beck.
Doug Hansen.
Was machst du, wenn du nicht kletterst, Doug?
Ich trage die Post aus.
Der erste Postbote auf dem Everest?
Das hoffe ich.
Das gefällt mir.
The 1996 Everest disaster is probably the most talked about accident on the Mount Everest. Why are people, including me, still shaken by this? It's only a single event. There were a lot of deaths, but this, I think, is special.
I think it's because of the characters involved and the way that it unfolded to the world. It was a world where news came trickling out. It didn't come out in 5 tweets or, you know, in 10 texts. It slowly seeped into us. You know, we knew, a lot of the world knew that Rob was up there while he was dying. The power of this film and why it has a grip on people now, I see it when I'm in the theater, and why it had a grip on people's imagination in 1996 is because things happened on that mountain that if you put it in a script and it hadn't happened, people would make you take it out of the script.
Scheiße, beeil dich, Dagi! Dag, schnell los, mach schon!
If you had Beck Weathers left on the South Col at 8,000 meters, his wife is called and told he's dead. She tells her children, and then the man we thought was dead wakes up and staggers with frozen hands and a frozen face back into camp. You would have to cut that from a film if it wasn't real. And even more compelling, the idea of this, the best guide in the world on Everest, Rob Hall, ending up stranded at 8,700 meters on the south summit. As he's slowly freezing to death, unable to move, he's able to get on the phone via the radio and the sat phone several times to his 7-month pregnant wife and say goodbye and name their child. Then that would have been taken out of the script as someone's wild imagination.
From your standpoint as a professional mountaineer, how accurate is Everest technically and story-wise?
It's like watching a documentary. I mean, we work so hard through different screenwriters, and we worked so hard with the actors, and the actors were so loyal and faithful to the dialogue that as we see those events unfold, this is how it happened.
Du siehst furchtbar aus. Dein Magen geht's nicht so gut, Mann.
In fact, some of the dialogue between Jan Arnold, played by Keira Knightley, and Rob Hall, played by Jason Clarke, is verbatim. It's verbatim because they made written and tape-recorded transcripts. So they are actually at times speaking lines that were spoken in May of 1996.
Wenn es jemand schaffen kann, dann du.
Ich liebe dich.